Good morning. I work today and we're gonna do a what I eat in a day. I have coffee. I don't go in until 10, so I have about 2 hours before I have to be at work. So I'm starting off with about 2-ish tablespoons of this. You can have 3 tablespoons for 1 point. And I have my first serving of a Vasitol. I take this twice a day for insulin resistance. I'm making my husband a cup of coffee. So I'll have 2 cups of coffee, and so I will have 2 points worth of creamer. I am gonna have breakfast. I have to work. I'm going to throw some stuff in a crock pot before work. I need to put makeup on. I got stuff to do. I don't want to spend a lot of time on breakfast. So we know her, we love her. It's a 2-point oatmeal. Yes. So I'm gonna have the cinnamon roll oatmeal. Like I said, it's 2 points. So 4 points total for my oatmeal and my 2 cups of coffee. And I like to add 1 tablespoon of raw pumpkin seeds for 0 points. You gotta trust the process. You gotta let it sit for like 2 minutes and it'll like absorb all the liquid. All right, y'all, I gotta get this going. I gotta get ready. That's 2 teaspoons of avocado oil that are heating. This is my Instant Pot. They are on the saute function. To that, I'm gonna add half an onion. It called for half a cup. I'm using just the half onion. And you need 3 garlic cloves. I'm in a hurry, so we're just gonna dump about a tablespoon of those in. Add a little salt and pepper because I like to season at every layer. We're gonna go for about 3 minutes while I'm prepping the other ingredients. Let's add the rest of the ingredients, shall we? We have a can of black beans that have been drained and rinsed. A 15-ounce can of petite diced tomatoes, all the juices. But like not the lid. That's not supposed to go in there. We have some seasonings. I'm not gonna lie, the seasonings felt a little light. It was supposed to be 1 teaspoon of cumin, which I did buy, and then half a teaspoon of oregano. Seemed a little light to me. I'm gonna go 1.5 teaspoons of cumin and 1 teaspoon of Mexican oregano, and I will test this and make adjustments as needed tonight. So I left those seasonings out just in case. 3 cups of chicken broth. I've got 1 chipotle pepper and adobo sauce that I just chopped up. She said 1 to 2 teaspoons, but I had to chop it up, so I don't really know. This is what it looks like. Normally you can find them with the like twist top on, so you can save this and put it in your fridge. I could not find that. I had the one that I had to open, so I just moved this over to a little mason jar so I can save it because this is delicious flavor. Now we're gonna add our frozen corn. It calls for 2 cups. I'm not gonna measure this out. I'm just gonna add a whole thing of 12 ounces. I like corn. If it's too much corn, I'm not gonna be upset about it. And then we're gonna add 2 chicken breasts. I'm going to put mine in frozen because I need this to cook for about 8 hours. So putting them in frozen just keeps them from drying out. Let's find a big boy. All right, and there you go. I'm gonna add some more salt. I use reduced sodium broth and all the other stuff, so I'm gonna add my own salt. And then I'm going to check my list just to make sure I didn't forget anything. I put it over here and I just left it over to the side. We need 8 ounces of tomato sauce. Whew, would have been bad. It smells amazing. This recipe also calls for cilantro. I don't love cilantro, so I'm just gonna let my husband add it to his on top and leave it out. So I'm gonna cook this for 8 hours. It'll keep warm until I get home. Now I need to go get ready for work. Let's throw our lunch together. Got my little ice cubes. I do have a fridge at work, which I will use. I've got my fruit here that I packed last night. I have cantaloupe, strawberries, and mandarins. I've got my little pasta salad that I added ranch to, and I'm gonna add another snack. I'm gonna do half that fruit for lunch, half that fruit for a snack. This oatmeal chocolate chip bar is really good. It's 3 points, but I'm going to try this one today. It's also 3 points. I've never tried it, so we're gonna give it a go. I love Built Bar and Quest Bar, but I can't get those at my normal grocery store. So this is what I could find easily last night because, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, today snuck up on me and I had to just randomly search for a recipe online during lunch and then buy the stuff after work. So we're ready to go. I am on break. It is dark because I have my little foil thing up to keep my car from being super hot. I'm gonna eat my cantaloupe and my Quest bar on break, so that's a 3-point snack. I have a headache, so I'm gonna take some medicine as well. And then back to work we go. I think I will get off early today because I only have about 4 hours left of work that I need to do, assuming everything goes well and right. And that doesn't always happen. So fingers crossed for getting off early so I can go home and at least get the last half of the Cowboys game. That would be awesome. This is my first time trying the Quest brownie. It tastes like a Tootsie Roll. So if you really like Tootsie Rolls, this is a 3-point snack. Gets you 20 grams of protein. So that's a win. Time for lunch. I'm gonna have my pasta salad here. This recipe was sent to me by a viewer, so thank you, Heidi. I did think it was a little bland, so I'm gonna show you how I made it, and then at the end, you'll see me, I added some ranch seasoning because I had it as it was yesterday, and it was just, it just lacked a little flavor. So I just added some ranch. So let's see if it improved it. It wasn't bad, it just wasn't, it just was like, it tastes like broccoli, ham, and pasta. Yeah. Yeah, I think the little ranch seasoning was all it needed. It just needed a little something. This was super easy to make, and it's 3 days worth, and it's 5 points. So it's a good little recipe to have on hand, but I do recommend adding some ranch seasoning. I'm also gonna eat my strawberries and mandarins after my pasta salad. So a 5-point lunch, and it will be really filling. Let's throw together this pasta salad. We're going to start off with 3 tablespoons of light mayo. We're going to do 6 ounces of this kind of ham. I am adding extra ham than what the recipe called for. And then 1.5 ounces of cheese. I'm also adding extra cheese just because this is my meal and I want it to be actually have protein and be filling. I'm doing 2 cups of this pasta here that's already been cooked, and I let it cool, as well as a whole bag of frozen broccoli that I cooked in the microwave and then again let cool just so that I don't melt all of that cheese. We're going to give it a toss so all that mayonnaise gets over everything. And I'm going to add some salt and pepper as well. This is going to make 3 servings. Each serving is 5 points. And again, it was just a little bit bland. As you can see, there wasn't a lot of stuff going on. So I ended up adding that ranch at the end, and it did help. So next time I'm going to just add the ranch in with the mayo and give it a stir and then toss everything together. But this is a really quick, simple recipe to have on hand. I was able to get off early. It's very exciting. Ignore the hairnet mark on my forehead. I have about an hour and a half left on the slow cooker, and I'm just gonna have a cup of decaf with 1 point of creamer. So this is gonna be my little snack until dinner is ready. I'm not feeling all that great, so I have been taking my vitamin C. I don't count this for points. Maybe I should, but I just don't. And while I'm taking this is when I like to take my 2nd dose of Ovasitol. So we got about 35 minutes before we eat dinner. And the Cowboys, you know, it's not looking so hot. When that timer went off, I took out my chicken and shredded it. It shredded super easy, and then threw it back in and gave it a good stir. You get 1.5 cups of this soup for 1 point. That's crazy. It's going to be a really good lunch recipe as well. So most of the points from this dinner are coming from toppings. I used these tortilla strips on top, as well as avocado, sour cream, cheese. I did weigh all of these things out in grams to get the most possible for 1 point. I would say the avocado and the sour cream seem like the most bang for your buck. If you're still wanting to keep this really low points, I would still keep those 2 things. I ended up having 5 chips off of my daughter's plate because she wasn't going to eat them. So that added 2 points for my dinner for a total of 7 points. I don't know about you, but I'm ready for dessert. So I'm going to try a dessert that I saw on Ashley Tracksbite. I've talked about her several times. I watch her on Instagram. She's a great resource for just ideas and stuff. Or you can just, you know, get her ideas here because I'm probably going to try them and then I just tell you about them. But you already know I love these oatmeal cookies. You can have 2 of them for 2 points. She made them a cookie sandwich by adding a light ice cream. So she used a different one. She used Nick's vanilla, but I don't have Nick's vanilla. My store sells Nick's. It just doesn't sell the vanilla. So I scanned the Halo Top Vanilla Bean, and for 1/4 of a cup is 1 point. So cookie sandwich. I'm very excited to try it. We're going to flatten the cookies just a little bit to kind of roll them out to make them thinner and wider, and then put the ice cream in it. I'm also gonna have my husband try this because he likes these cookies as well. So we'll see what he thinks about this dessert. 3 points, by the way, for this whole dessert. I'm very excited. First off, I only used 1.5 tablespoons for my little cookie sandwich. So don't think I'm not about to go eat the other half of that serving off camera, because I absolutely am. I counted 4 tablespoons of ice cream and I will eat 4 tablespoons of ice cream. But let's give this little cookie a try. Oh yeah, it's so good. It's like a less sugary version of an oatmeal cream pie, but with ice cream instead of whatever the filling is. Look at that.
I'm gonna put a little. It's expensive though. These cookies are like $7 for 8 of them. I think Ames in Progress can make a better cookie, and we get like 30 of them for the same price. And I don't know what this cream stuff is. I'm just saying, like, it's mine. It's delicious. Look at this dog. He was getting sick, but he feeling good now.
Look, I still get like 3 tablespoons almost of ice cream. Heck yeah. Today I ended up using exactly 23 points, which is what I get. But I do want you to pay attention to my weeklies over there. I only have 8 left. That's because I use them. Please use your weeklies and activity points to make sure that you're getting enough calories on WW. I definitely use my points. I'll see y'all next time. Bye, y'all.